What's up, everybody? This is a Mithridium band update. My name is Billy. I am the bassist for Mithridium. I am here today with the guitarist of the band as well, Mr. Ferg Ferguson.
Yo.
I want to let everybody know that this Friday, August 3rd, we have a show at Screamin' Willie's as part of the In Your Face tour. Tickets will be $5 at the door. Show is at 8 o'clock. It will feature Mithridium, Second Gate, Imperium, Steal the Show, and Suffering Bastards. And also want to let everybody know that you can now buy our first album on our Facebook page. All right, so Ferg went on a little rant this week on Facebook, and he brought back a little segment we like to call Diaries of a Ragman. First of all, Ferg, why don't you tell us what Diaries of a Ragman is?
Diaries of a Ragman is just really my own opinionated little blog that I can express what's going on in the band from my perspective, or things that I want to talk about that aren't necessarily the opinion of the band itself. So I can talk about things that might be a little bit controversial, or things that like I'm feeling very strongly about that not necessarily everyone else in the band is feeling strongly about.
Yeah, and you know, one thing about it is he doesn't just go in there and discuss Mithridium. He talks about music in general and the Columbus scene here and a lot of different things. So that's Ferg's opinion. One of the things you talked about in your post was our band name debacle. Basically, we used to be called Black Rue, and we had to change our name to Mithridium. Why don't you go into that a little bit?
Well, basically what happened was we used to be called Black Rue, and there was another band based in Pennsylvania that started around the time of 2010 that sent us fake emails from a fake lawyer, and there was really nothing that we could do. We hired our own lawyer, and they were just lying to all the social media sites and really just sort of trying to bully us around. And we really couldn't do anything when Facebook started saying, hey, you can't have this band name anymore, even though they didn't legally own it.
Yeah, so long story short, and the only reason we bring that back up is, you know, that really was tough on us, and we kind of had to start over as a band, form a new identity, start from the ground up, lost all the merch that we basically had to reprint CDs and everything, and, you know, so we've all been in a somewhat down situation since that happened, and, you know, I think the Diary of the Ragman was a good example of us just being down and, you know, struggling with everything that we had been through as a band.
Absolutely. And a lot of people tell me that blog was sort of whiny, and it may very well have been, but really I wasn't whining. I was really detailing just how low I was through the last couple months.
Yeah. Anyways, enough of the whining, Ferg. Jesus. So, we have been working hard. Why don't you give everybody a little update of what we've been doing in the studio?
Well, we've been working really hard on the album. All of the rhythm guitars are finished. We are currently working on the rhythm sections of bass and drums. Most of the bass is done at this point, and we're just setting up for drums now. And we're starting to write vocals and lead guitars. Yeah,
and we record a very unconventional way. A lot of people do the drums first, and basically what we did was we took the approach of recording scratch tracks of all the songs and getting everything set up how we wanted, recorded the guitars, recorded the bass, and now it's been focused on drums and getting that done while we prepare all the vocals and the leads, as Ferg said. And, you know, the best part about working on an album is seeing our ideas turn into actual songs. Although most people don't call them songs, they call one song of ours like an entire album because it's like 12 minutes long. But, you know, that
14
goes.
Now.
Yeah, so we're getting a little ridiculous with that. But the worst thing, the absolute worst thing, is I have to see this guy right here all the time. He practically lives with me, sleeps on that couch that you can't see right there. So
it could be worse, though, couldn't it?
Yes, it could be worse because Eric could be here. And also, we want to let everybody know as we get further along with the recording process and things really start kicking into gear, we got a lot of studio footage that we would like to release and let everybody get some insight into what we've been doing in the studio. And to just wrap things up, we have a new website coming soon, Mithridium.com. If you go there right now, it sends you to our Facebook page. But we've been also putting a lot of work into that, getting that ready to go, and we hope to have that launched soon.
We also hope to have many more of these video updates coming, many updates coming as often as we can. Things are slow moving. We were very, very particular about the way we record, and it takes a very long time for us to do anything. And a lot of times we just don't have anything to talk about, so we are very quiet a lot, but we're going to try to work on that. I'm going to try to start making more Diary of a Ragman updates, not every week, but as often as I feel inspired to do so.
I push for every week, but a Ragman just don't got time for that.
So go ahead and buy our old album. If you haven't yet, we could really use the financial support right now.
Yeah, if everybody could just go to facebook.com/Mithridium and buy our first album, that would really help us out in preparation for getting the second album out. So big ups to everyone who does that, and if you've already done it, we definitely thank you a lot.
And for those of you who have done it more than once, major ups to you.
Yeah, you never know. You need a lot of coasters. So so yeah, I think that's it. Ferg, if you don't got anything else to say, I guess we can wrap this up.
Big gulps.
Big gulps, eh? Talk to you soon.
Deuce.